Okay. Hey, I'm Cody W. You guys know me on my main channel. And today I wanted to talk about people and relationships. Okay. Let's start out with long distance relationships. 1. They don't always work, but they can if you two are very devoted to each other. This means answering questions that must be answered and doing some things that the other people want you to do. Another thing, you guys are never, and I hate to be mean like this, but you guys are never gonna find a perfect person. Stop looking. You're gonna find people with flaws. You're gonna find people that are pain in the butts. You're gonna find people who you just want to strangle. It's a long distance relationship. You guys gotta be devoted to each other and you gotta be faithful. And you gotta do things that maybe the other person don't want to do. Because if you don't, then you create questions. In not only your mind, but other people's. And you don't want that. Especially you don't want the other person's friends not liking you. But you don't want to be a pleaser either. You don't want to be somebody who just tells them what they want to hear just to be happy. You gotta be yourself. And in long distance relationships, it's really easy to slip away from what it really is. You want to be, or you pretend to be, somebody else who you're really not, and then whenever you guys actually meet, it's just not like that at all. Long distance relationships are just like any other relationship, except the person is farther away. Everybody else wants to add everything onto it, like it's harder because you guys don't get to see each other, and I'm not gonna lie, it's true. My question is, can you wait? 2. Personal relationships with somebody who you are with. The total opposite of a long distance relationship. Same things apply. You're never gonna find the perfect person. Stop looking. You're always gonna find flaws, and you're always gonna find problems in the other person. But it is easier because you guys do not have the questions. I mean, some of you do, don't get me wrong, I'm not preaching for the whole community here. But you guys don't have huge problems until later on in your relationship. Whereas in long distance, you guys can pop out with a problem like, boom, I think you're doing this, and you don't really know because you can't see what that person's doing. So you gotta trust. It's a very hard thing to do. I'm learning that the very, very hard way. Been through lots of heartbreak, so right. And back to 2. Relationships with your spouse who you are with physically. It's easier, but the problems still remain, and you have to deal with those. Because if you don't, then you're just, whatever. You want to give up. Everybody wants to give up in their relationships somewhere down the line, and most people do, because they say it's too tough. I'm here to tell you, unless you have a legitimate reason, and it's not just rough, or you can't just put up with it anymore, then you really shouldn't just leave because you hit a rough patch. But if that person really is the person that is mean to you and won't defend you and stuff like that, then it's time to leave, and that's in all relationships. Number 3, friendship. Oof. Where do I have the ability to preach here? The most I can say on friendships is, in mine, I tend to pick the not so very good people to hang around. And they're not like meth heads or whatever. But they're very negative people. And they like to think very negative things about me. My relationships with other people and stuff like that. Like, my other friendships is what I mean by relationships. For a number of reasons. And then long distance relationships and stuff. They just like to make excuses to try to lower themselves down. So they're the only ones left because we have been friends forever and that's how they wanted to stay. Moral of the story, nothing ever stays without change. So whenever you're looking for a friendship, you need to make sure that that person is into the same things that you are, and that you guys can share a connection, so you guys kind of like you start a sentence and the other one finishes it. Friendship should be healthy for you, and when negative things start influencing that relationship, it's time to go. The whole point of this video is to emphasize all three parts of my life. Number 2, the physical relationships out. But, guys, come on. The whole reason I'm making this video is because I have of these friends that I was talking about, and because of number 1, it's difficult. It's very hard. People get mad at me often. And that's because I'm a questioning person. I question everything and leave nothing to chance. I know I'm preaching against what I said, but I'm learning trust the very hard way. My friendships are dwindling amazingly. I hope that this year it's not as bad as I think it might be. But, guys, I want you to know that you guys have to be leaders and not followers in this day and age and year. You guys cannot just follow people. Because when you follow people, you tend to go down the wrong ways. But if you follow somebody who truly emphasizes on the goodness of life and the goodness of things and not the negatives, then you can find a good way to go. Don't let other people influence you in any way. Take what they say for what it is. Love who you love. Be who you are. Consider what they say. And if it appeals to you, follow it. Or realize it or whatever. But be you, for God's sake. You all are talented and blessed people. You guys just need to come out and realize it. I'll be doing another video on the negative effects of friendships, relationships, so on and so forth. Or I might do another one on just basic teenage problems or whatever. But guys, just come on. I'm proud of you all, and I love you all, and there are some very special people watching my video, I know. The ones that are mean and negative to me, really, the ones who love me and are kind to me, hey, how you doing? I'm upset. I'm mad. But I'm calm enough to make a video and talk about the things that have been on my mind. So, here it is, people.